Hi, I'm Marcia Asdell, the Mayor of Chester Township. The Council met on February 21st in a joint meeting with the Chester Borough Council as we reviewed and discussed budgets of the First Aid Squad, our fire company, and the library. I'm going to give you just a few highlights from this meeting. Of course, it's not an official transcript. The agenda and all the supporting documents that we talked about and voted on are on our website, as will be the minutes as they are approved. The First Aid Squad will be conducting a test using the county-funded ambulance in March as they explore using this to help reduce their response times during periods when volunteer staffing is slim. The library, they're beginning the next phase of their strategic planning process. They're working with a team of MBA students from Rutgers. And one aspect of the plan will focus on developing new methods of generating revenue to supplement the funding they get from the borough and the township. This plan will be presented to us on May 3rd. The fire company's Chief Earl Barnes and President T.C. Grego talked about their capital request of highway rescue struts and how the incidents that they respond to are different than a fire company whose town is not located on a major state highway. They also related the difficulties they've experienced this year with ensuring that Hoffman Hall is profitable. We also examined the list submitted to us for the Length of Service Award Program awards. That's called the LOSAP program for 2016 for the First Aid Squad and the fire company. I'm just going to explain that program a bit to you because up until a couple months ago, I had no idea what it was. LOSAPs are pension-like programs that were created to support the recruitment and retention of fire and rescue volunteers that meet a minimum number of calls or program activities. The program, it's set by state statute and approved by voters. Our LOSAP ordinance was approved in 2001. Towns make annual payments to volunteers who meet the requirements. The funds are placed into tax-deferred individual accounts for each member, who then controls how it is invested. The sponsoring municipality, that's us, approves a point schedule that allocates credit for each type of volunteer activity. When a member reaches the minimum number of points, he or she is eligible for the LOSAP payment to be deposited at the end of the year. Each volunteer organization is responsible for keeping track of its members' points. To be eligible for LOSAP contributions, volunteers must meet two requirements: be an active member as defined by the leadership of the organization in its bylaws, and attain a minimum number of points by performing certain activities as set forth in the LOSAP ordinance. Points can be earned for training courses, drills, holding elected positions, attendance at meetings, response to incidents, CPR, EMT, DFib certs, and committee work. Volunteer organizations participating in a LOSAP must annually certify a list of all volunteers who are eligible for a contribution. We have to review the list within 30 days and, if necessary, request backup documentation to verify the accounting. The council did examine both of the submitted lists that the fire company gave us and the First Aid Squad, and after discussion, we voted to get more clarification and documentation on some of the entries. So we will be discussing and voting on those lists again in the future. After other business, we went into closed session. We talked about topics with our attorney regarding potential litigation, the Right to Farm Act, and the Affordable Housing Trust Fund fees that we charge residents. Our next meeting is on March 7th. Several of our committees will be presenting their goals and plans for the year to the council, in particular the Environmental Commission and the Marketing and Communications Committee. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope to see you soon. Just a reminder, I'm at the Township Hall every Friday morning, 10 till noon, and I'm at the Chester Library one Thursday night a month. Okay, thank you.